Good afternoon, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day. I wanted to talk to you about prowess again today. I think everybody's been researching Izzet prowess, so blue-red, but I don't think there's been enough exploration into green prowess yet with the Cori-Steel, and so that's where I come up here. Where the major differences lie is obviously you don't get expressive iteration, which you get a slightly more interesting and more useful questing druid. There are times where expressive's a little better, but you get to do this at the end of turns, your turn. Questing druid, one green, one colorless, you get a 1/1 whenever you cast a non-green spell. It gets a +1/+1 counter. A colored non-green spell. But it also has an adventure cost, which is basically like a reckless impulse at instant speed, and I can play those till the next end step. So you could do this at your end step, so then you're good to play it through your next turn, or you can do it at the end of somebody's turn, or you can even do it on your turn and then hope you hit stuff to play and everything like that. So it's kind of it's your expressive replacement, as well as you get a creature with it, which is one of the biggest things with prowess is you need creatures and you need threats to be able to get there, and Question Druid does provide that. The other thing you're replacing is Preordained with Abundant Harvest. Abundant Harvest is one green sorcery. Choose land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal either the land or the non-land. You put that into you reveal it and then you put it into your hand. So does it give you the Scry 2? No, from Preordained. But it allows you to make sure that you get a land and to make sure you get a non-land, which you can't guarantee that with Preordained. And Mutagenics allows you to pay those, with a mana cost, since you are running Stomping Grounds and Commercial District, and then the main board's the same. You got your 4 Slick Shocks, 4 Cori-Steels, 4 Mutagenics, 3 Urges, 4 Swiftspears, 4 Bolts, 4 Darts, 4 Channelers, 4 Bobbles. I like to run it like this personally. You have 2 Stomping Grounds, 1 Commercial District, along with 5 Mountains, and then the rest land. So what's that give us? 3, 8. We have 9 different Diglands. Can mess with that if you want to. Go down to like 7 if you so choose. I like to thin out the deck a lot, so I run a little extra Diglands. I could even see it going up to 10. But I like the 5 right now, just because you are sacking mountains to Lava Dart, so you need to make sure that you have extra mountains with that. Sideboard-wise, we lose out on Consign by switching to green. And one of the biggest uses of Consign are definitely the Eldrazi matchup. So for the Eldrazi matchup, I have a straight-up cross for Obsidian Charmaw, just to try to destroy their lands and slow them up. This is definitely a play-with slot. We may not need Charmaws. I just think that's the best card I can think of as of right now to help us. Obviously, Meltdown to stop any of those crazy artifact decks from going. Alpine Moon helps us in a lot of different matches. Usually it's for Urza's Saga, but you can also try it in Prime Time against Prime Time into anyone like their Gruul Turfs or Simic Growth Chamber, those types of things. Unholy Heat, obviously you got to kill some stuff. I have been recently changing my mind about Surgical and Tormod's Crypt. So I was always on the Surgical only train for a long time, but I lost in a couple of tournaments and a couple of leagues due to Oops All Spells matchup, or whatever that's called, the mono red with Raw and Past in Flames and everything like that. And Surgical was nice when I hit a Raw or hit their Past in Flames, but I couldn't guarantee that as a win, even drawing that. So the Tormod's Crypts are what I put that in there, as well as, they can stop any reanimation bullshit or anything crazy when it comes along to that. Then that gives us with 2 more messless slots. I've been really liking Back to Nature. I think it's pretty good in the energy matchup, if they get a Static Prison in one of your things, as well as get the Bombardment out, 2 mana, destroy everything. So it's really interesting. Plus, if you see any weird enchantment decks, just destroy them all. Just get rid of them. We don't have any enchantments. We don't deal with enchantments except for Alpine Moon out of the side. And in those matchups, I'm usually not bringing in Alpine Moon. So it has no hurt to us whatsoever. And Torpor Orb. Torpor Orb is really good, obviously, in the Orzhov matchup, as well as don't sleep on it in the Primetime matchup either. Because when you play some Primetime, entering gives you an extra turn as Primetime doesn't trigger, as well as the Cultivator Colossus and a few others. So that's where I'm at with this. I definitely think the mess with slots are the Charmons, but let's run a league. Let's see what happens. So I ran a league earlier with it. As you can see, I went 4-1. losing to Izzet Prowess. I beat an Izzet Prowess, lost to an Izzet Prowess. So it'll be interesting to do this when as I'm recording to see what the matchups can do. Keeper. We're definitely gonna need some land here. Just like one more, and we're cooking with grease. Luckily, we do have the turn 1 Bobble and Swiftspear, so definitely go get Stomping. Play the Swift. Obviously, trigger. I always just yield the Prowess triggers. I think it's just easier. I could sack the Bobble now, trying to play around Thoughtseize. Okay, so we're playing the energy matchup. At least what I assume is energy, as that's the only main deck in the format that plays Bombardment. We did not draw land. All right, we got punished. Bombardment's fine. Got a land. I'm going to Questing Druid end of his turn. Never mind. I'm going to kill the Ajani spawns. Him making the token. Because you don't want him to be able to sack the token. What's he going to do here? Guide of Souls. I was going to go for Commercial District, but I think the better play is just wipe out the cat token. Yeah, obviously he's going to hit us. Violent Urge. Might be able to do something crazy next turn, depending on what we draw. We have 4 card types in the graveyard as of right now. Play. Oh, Fable. Okay. I'm gonna kill this Guide of Souls. Okay. I'm okay with that. It was only a Lava Dart. I don't have to sack anything now. I think we definitely want to get Cori-Steel out now. So we're gonna go get a regular mountain. Play the Cori-Steel. Dart the Shaman. Yep. We're gonna see what he does here. No, I think it's better just to dart the Shaman before. We have access to, if he dashes in Rajavan, not something we want to do with the Lava Dart, but we can. He probably wins the match if he's got a Flage in hand and discards Flage anyways. So, like, I don't really have an answer to that. And if he could just kill us that way, it's just there's just nothing we can do. He's only got 1 card in hand, so I mean that definitely helps us. Obviously he's gonna have 2 after draw, and he can discard both. But if one is a Flage, we are in trouble. We just lose the match or the game, not match. Static Prison. See how good Back to Nature would be right now if I had it in hand? Damn, that was a good draw. Channeler's good, but I definitely think we want a Questing Druid here. He's got plenty of energy for the Static Prison. That's pretty rough. I'm not sure I have an out. With the Raji. me seek the beast first. Let me see what we hit. We did hit a land. I don't think we can win this game, though. And I don't know why he didn't sack it with the bombardment to hit me. I feel like that's definitely the better play. I think he just wins if he just bombardments. Yeah, he's just going to win. There's just nothing I can do. All right, you got game one, top AI. So back to nature, surgical. I think Torpor Orb's not bad. Now it hurts us with Flage. Torpor Orb hurts us with Flage, but I mean, it helps us with a Johnny. It helps us with Guide of Souls. It helps us with Seasoned Pyromancer. There's quite a few different things that it definitely helps us with. Mutagenic Growth, I think we just need to preserve life. So we're going to take those out because we're going to play a longer game. Plus, he can double you up. We got enough threats here. Is there anything else we want to put in? Not worried about any of his lands. Yeah, I probably just want to be a little more prepped against his Flages with the second Tormod's Crypt, or with another Tormod's, with a Tormod's Crypt, because we already had the surgical. Don't think it's worth taking anything else out, though. So we have a little bit of Flage protection, plus we have Unholy Heats, obviously, so Unholy Heats can obviously take care of Flage if he's in the grave, or if he's on the field. Yeah, we're definitely keeping this one. Gonna go get green. And then Channeler into Crypt. Hope we get a land. That is not a land. Depending on what he does, like, play something to kill it. Okay. Surgical. That can be helpful later. Abundant Harvest would have been nice there, because then you could just Abundant Harvest, get a land into Swiftspear. Sure. Land? Not a land. Alright, let's see if he blocks. Since I have the Tormod's Crypt out, and I don't want to see any more Ajani, I think I'm going to Surgical Ajani on draw. I want to see what he's got. If he's got like another Ajani, then that means, we got a pretty good hit there. I got to see what his hand is, prep for what we need. Does have Flage. Okay. And Pride. Okay, so my Swiftspear is probably going to be gone here. I'm assuming. Plays Flooded Strand. He's going to get rid of it now. Well, we can't draw another land. So it's not looking good, team. It's not looking good. But we definitely need a second land to operate the way we want to operate. Paid life. Okay, did draw Fable. Okay. So then he's going to probably play the Pride here. So then on my upkeep before draw, we're going to dart the Pride to see our top card, hoping it's a land. It is a land. Okay. I'm just going to swing with the Channeler. So he's got 2 cards in hand, Arena Glory, Marsh Flats. He's going to have a third random, and he's going to be able to discard 2 of them. Fable's a good card. Gets rid of both of them. Okay, so he's got 3 randoms. Deafening Silence is a card. And Flage is a card. Doesn't have 6 in there yet, at least. think we just need to get Slick Shot going. I mean, he's only got one card in hand. I mean, there's nothing really we can do. So, I mean, we just need to, like, try to go at him now. Oh, okay, I can live with that. Let's see what's on top of our library. Commercial District. Bolt. We definitely want Bolt. Let's... Well, I probably should have just swung with the... That was a mistake on my part. I should have just swung with the Slick Shot because now I have to just kill the Swiftspear because then he's just going to be able to Flage because that's going to go to the graveyard. So I'm just going to take it. That's a bad play on my part. That was a misplay. Guide of Souls is a card. Oh. And then he can... So nasty. Give this guy flying. 4/4 flyer. I think we just block here. Doesn't have any energy. You swing for 5 with these ones, and then he gets that. If he gets to Flage, it's over. So, I mean, I think we just swing with Channeler. Because I feel like the only way I can win here is if he doesn't draw something to get Flage out, obviously. But if we could... He swings here, he swings here. There it is. Okay, that's game. Yeah, he destroyed his own thing to get Flage out. Yeah. Good job, top AI. Good job. Best deck in the format. Easy best deck in the format. That's a keeper. One land, we can be aggressive. Love your hair. You keeping 7. All right. We're going to have a game of Magic now. So, choose this Swiftspear. He's foily. Curator. Am I playing Living End? Wow. I think we want to put it on the bottom, to be honest with you. Because we need to make sure we get a land. I haven't seen Living End in a minute. Play a lot of Magic, and I have not seen Living End come another Swiftspear. Okay. Open to draw a land next turn. If we draw a land next turn, we can Swiftspear, growth, dart. Still does not have the blue for Ardent Plea. Land. There we go. In this matchup, I want to save a little bit of life. Don't have another subtlety. Subtlety. What is it? How do you pronounce it? Subtlety. Subtlety. I don't know. Subtlety. A hell of a name to say. Why Wyoming education? I love me some Wyoming, but my Wyoming education does not let me say that correctly. We dart him. He's only got access to green white. I doubt he runs fog because that would just hurt your Living End. We're just trying to do as much damage as we can here. That's 6/11. All right. No, that's 14/15. So You are down to 3. If I draw 1 bolt, you lose. And there is his... Or he gets a forest. That doesn't let him play Ardent Plea. I'm not sure what he's playing here. I somehow won that game. Not sure how, but we won it. Alright, Living End. Okay, this is an interesting match. Tormod's Crypt is good, obviously. Surgical's good. They play a lot of endurances and shit. So I want to... I think I'll go down to that. Meltdown's not helpful. Charmaw doesn't help. Unholy Heat, you can. I just don't think it's worth it. There's no land to really worry about. Just graveyard stuff. Just these 4 graveyard spells is all it's gonna require. Yep, that'll have to do. Channeler, for sure, play Channeler. Because if we play Channeler, then we can Abundant Harvest, hopefully throw a creature in the graveyard, try to get creatures in the graveyard, trying to get to something that is going to help us win if he gets to Living End. Could also be the right play to just play Questing Druid. Just play your turn. Because if we play Questing Druid, that lets us see 3 cards with Channeler. Whereas Abundant Harvest only lets us see 1. I definitely have to assume that he's going to have that on his turn 3. So I think we have to play Seek the Beast. And if he's got the counter to counter it, he just has it. Land, we don't want land. Alright, it needs to be one of the top 2 cards. Surgical or Crypt. Did not hit Surgical or Crypt. Alright. So if he has it, he has it. Luckily, it's only 2 cards in here, which we can defeat. See, he's a 5. Yeah, 5 and 5. So it would be 10 damage. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Oh, no, chat. No! Say it ain't so! Oh, it was the 3rd card. No. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a little bit. So I think we play Questing Druid. And then we play Swiftspear. We play the Crypt. We obviously can't use the Crypt. Not yet, anyways. So what is his plan now? Swing for 10. Yep, that's a good one. Slick shot. I think we go non-land here. Bolt, bolt. Bolt, bolt's 11. I think we hold. Because he's just going to cycle stuff. Sure. Sure. Because this guy can swing here. Or block here. None of them have trample. 1, 2. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. So none of them have trample, so we'll... Right? Yeah, no trampling. Take 5, go to 1. So Questing Druid is going to get quite large. Or mana. Press the enemy. Oh. Seems good. Seems good. That come out of Thunder? Oh, Tales of Middle Earth. Ah, okay. Trying to think if there's anything I could do to win here. I don't think there is. Decides not to do that. Okay. I don't think there's a way out here. But you might as well play that. Yeah, there's no out. Okay. Alright, you got game 2. By 1 card, Living End. If I hit my Tormod script before that, I win that match. Easy. So, the question is Torpor Orb worth it? Not 100% sold on Torpor Orb against this match. I definitely like that they banned Grief and everything in this one. Mulligan. Let's keep it. Dump the Druid. Come on. Come on, MTGO. You can do this. Subtlety. Always subtlety. Alright, put it on top. Or put it on bottom. Archive. Sure. Does not want land, so he's got land. Violent Urge. I don't have anything in my graveyard to make that be really scary. And if I do Questing Druid like this, he can't counter it. Come on. Terrible. Terrible. Just terrible. Okay, I guess we're playing Stomping Ground. I'm actually gonna dart him, knowing that I have Slick Shot in my hand. Both obviously do more damage, but having dart with Slick Shot is very good. And I don't know how many like endurances and everything that they run like with that. Cause it's like, is it worth it to just bring it out for subtlety? I don't know. I'm just gonna play a Questing Druid. And he can't do Living In at instant speed, which is awesome. I think a land would be pretty good here. I'm assuming he's going to play that card that returns this thing to my hand. Right? Isn't that the play for him? I mean, even if that's the play, he only gets a subtlety, so I'm going to just play Questing. So he does not... I could try to risk a bolt there. Definitely an option. Does not do anything. Okay, so I'd have instant sorcery, land, 4 mana. World Breaker. Okay. Or Foundation Breaker. Okay. Sure. Might actually win this one now. I did not think I was going to win without the graveyard hate. But Questing Druids might get me there. Don't think you need Cori-Steel right now. I think I just win. Yeah, I just win. Unless he plays something, I have no idea. I don't think he plays Solitude. So he did have a Force of Negation. But Even with that force of negation, you can have another force of negation. Go ahead. 6, 11, 14. I mean, I could have done more. Did Question Druids get us there? All right. Question Druids got us there. All right, be back for round 3. Round 3, here we go. We have the play. We're going to keep this. All right, we got a land. We got what we needed here. Passive lands. All right, we're playing Oops All Spells or whatever the hell it's called. All right, I had a phone call there, ladies and gentlemen, I had to take care of. So we played the Cori-Steel. Definitely want the Question Druid in the graveyard since we're playing Oops All Spells. Trying to win next turn by playing Swiftspear, Lava Dart, Urge. Like, we're just gonna hope that we can just get there. Does Slick Shot help us? No, I think Swiftspear is still the better play here. We're kind of hoping that we hit another lava. Oh, another lava. Sometimes you gotta call it in. You gotta wish it in, shot. Sometimes you just gotta wish it in. And then we lava dart them, sacking that land. We could get one more lava dart if we wanted to. So, and then the Swiftspears. I mean, the Swiftspear and the Monk are both equal on that, and so we want to make sure that we have the double strike, and then we can sack the lava dart. Boom! Game 1 is ours. Let's go. And then we run this like this. So we go all the Tormod scripts, the surgicals, and then the slowest card. We just get rid of Question Druid. It's the same thing on when you're playing with Izzet. You're dumping the expressives just because they're slow. And in this matchup, you just want to be as quick as possible. Nothing else. You could run Meltdown, but I just think at that point where you're running Meltdown, you're just already losing. So, yeah, that's why I would go with that. You could run Back to Nature since he's running Artist Talent. I still just don't think it's worth it to put that in, though. So we just want to be faster. That's all we're trying to do is we're trying to speed ourselves up. He's got a little bit of kill. He'll probably bring in some prismatic endings and some other stuff. See, this is perfect. Turn 1 Channeler into turn 2 Cori-Steel Bauble Swing. Turn 3 Slick Shot. I'll probably play the Crypt as well on turn 2. Now we are hoping that he doesn't have a turn 2 victory by doing a mana accelerator into either Raw or Ruby or talent, artist talent, into just going off. But that's just like a risk. Well, since we have the bauble too, I actually think now that I'm thinking about it, I'll probably go get the green here, play the channeler, and then I'll just play the crypt just to. That's good. Just to kind of help us prevent any issues. He does. Oh, prismatic endings, the channeler. Sure. That's fine. We do Cori-Steel. Bauble. See what his top card is. Passive Flames. Well, we got answers for that on the field. I was hoping to get Surgical, because if I get Surgical, then I can Surgical out his Wish, and then he's got no answers once I play the Tormods. Prismatic on that, that's fine. That seems decent, so I think we just cast. I'm gonna hold up the bolt. Because worst case scenario, next turn I could slick shot mutagenic growth and win the next turn. But I want to hold up the bolt for Raw. Druid Medallion's a card. Frenzy Resolve's a card. Does not hit anything that great. We know he has a Past in Flames in hand, which obviously we have the answer on the field. 1 red. Reckless. Sure. Desperate Ritual. Medallion. I think we just go for it. I don't... It's a lot of math to do. Math is for blockers. Math is for the defendant, dang it. 7. Yeah, that's good. That's enough. I was pretty sure it's enough. And we just get through. Perfect. That Tormod's Crypt is just the card. I'm telling y'all. Tormod's Crypt is just good right now against that matchup. It's obviously not as good in certain things, like Goryo's Vengeance type of stuff, because then you can get rid of all their Atroxes, and you can get rid of all their stuff that they're trying to bring back. And Tormod's Crypt is a one-time activation, but still, I just think it's better as of right now with the format. It's more variety used, because if it's all surgicals, there's no guarantee I win that game with just surgical. Got to play again, ladies and gentlemen, on match 4. Let's go, but no land. That's a lot better of a hand. There's no guarantee that the Urge is gonna work, so I think you dump the Urge. As bad as it, because that's a great 7-card hand, to be honest with you. That is an excellent 7-card hand. It's still pretty damn good 6. Yield through the turn, see what he plays here. What you got, bro? What you got, Ollie Lane 91? You a 91er like me? Blue, black, Dimir. So is this Frog Tide? Puts both on bottom. Stomping, Cutter. Hopefully he doesn't have an answer to that. I don't think we want it. No counters to that. Perfect. Did he draw land? How do you guys feel about these lands? I haven't played with them too much. But I mean, I'd assume they're decent. I just don't know how decent they actually are. Now, Frogtide can be a little rough because getting rid of frogs is rough. Well, Thoughtseize is pretty good. Good thing I have 3 1-drops. I'm assuming you probably take Harvest? No, the Swiftspear. Okay. So you don't have a push then, is what that's saying to me. Or at least you have 1 push to get rid of here. Because if you had a push, I think you get rid of like Harvest to see. Could be wrong though. Because it definitely helps my channeler get big now. Another Thoughtseize on the Harvest. Sure. This is one of those situations where we dart here to see what our top card is. Slick shot. We want to go into the grave. Oh, that would have been good. So the question here is, do I just hold up the 2? I think I just hold up the 2 lands. Be 11. So he would have lost 3 more life. He'd be at 6, but I'd be down to 1 land with no dart in the graveyard. Does not have enough to play a Murktide yet. He wants whatever's on top. Tamiyo. Sure. Let's see what this is. Top card's a land. I think we definitely play Questing Druid right now. Sure. And we're leaving the dart in the graveyard for, well, depends on how he blocks here. If he tries to block the monk, we're definitely going to sack the lava dart knowing that we have a land on top. Okay, so we definitely hit. I don't even think we need a land. No, we're gonna go like this. Um, hopefully we draw like a bolt or something like that, because we just draw like a bolt. Oh, turn off auto yields. I like that draw. It's a little rough in this matchup because you're probably bringing that stuff out on game 2 just because he's playing push. But if we draw another 1-drop, Mutagenic Growth's perfect. So that is Murktide. Haven't seen a push all game yet. Bolt is good. And this will show me if he has a push or not. Okay, he did not have a push because the bolt got him. That was a lucky top deck. I'll be the first one to admit that. So in this matchup, they definitely play big stuff. So we definitely want to play Unholy Heats. Mutagenic Growths come out. I think Tormod's Crypt is good. I don't want to be fully in on the Urge, but I don't want to be fully in on the Grave Hate either. So I'm gonna do it like that. Now I don't know if they're playing the unearthed version or not. If they're playing the unearthed version, then we definitely want to go more into the graveyard. But since we didn't see anything in terms of that, I don't want to just go all out for that. No lands. Lands free. Ugh. I think we're gonna mulligan that too. That's just not a good hand. Keep. Dump that. Dump the dart. He's not really rushing in anything that requires darts to win. Number one way for me to win is just get to the questing druids and overpower him with giant questing druids. Is kind of our play now. Does not want the Tameo, so he either has one or he doesn't have a second land. Heal to this turn, so there's nothing I can do. Froggy. Froggy's a frog. Froggy's a froggy frog. Harvest is not bad. Let the frog do his froggy things first. Sure. Sure. Surveil 2 and then draw a card. Okay, so it's fine. So I'm assuming he does play some graveyard stuff. He wanted one card in the graveyard, not both. Hoping to hit a land here, so I go land, Cori-Steel, Abundant Harvest. That's not bad either, though. I mean, either way, I deal it 3. So I think that's how we do it. You bolt it. If he wants to counter that and have and dump 2 cards and have both Swiftspear swing at the Kaito, I'm gonna do that too. So it just kind of depends on what. So he does force some negation, and he gets rid of Frog. Perfect. I did not want to deal with Frog anyways, and we're just gonna kill Kaito. Kaito. I think that's how you say it. Kaito. Kaito. Genma. My Wyoming accent comes out from there. So he's pitched a frog. I'm surprised he did that too, because I mean, is he really worried about his life? I still had to swing one. I mean, he was going to take 3 either way. So I guess it saved him 3 life. I don't like to play that deck, Dimir deck, so I don't fully understand it all. I mean, I understand it. It just that gameplay just doesn't work for me. So I just don't understand that being a positive outcome for him on that bolt. It's 3 damage. I think that could have been saved for later, like a Cori-Steel. But he obviously doesn't know I have Cori-Steel. Engineered Explosives is a good one. So here we go Cori-Steel. Buff him. He can counter it or not. Choice is yours, bro. Now, if he's got 2 count, if he's got the spell snare in addition to that, then it's just pretty good. So he does have Force of Negation. I think we just get Questing Druid out. I know he dies to a Bowmaster. Not sure this guy runs Bowmaster, and he can Bowmaster and Explosives, which would be pretty devastating. 3 unknown cards, plenty of land. I feel like he would have probably played us Murktide had he have one. Let's just harvest. Go non-land. Eat. Sure. Explosives, sure. Bush, sure. Oof. Okay. Stern Scolding. I'm going to seek the beast here at my end step because then it forces him to have a spell snare. Okay, he does not have a spell snare. Sure. I wonder if he was reading it to see if it can go to my next turn. But yes, if you do it on your end step, it's until your next end step. So that does work. I hope he plays like a frog. Like I can deal with a frog. It's not a good draw for us. He top decked the spell snare. Exactly what I was talking about. Is that's the reason you do at the end step in response. So because he would have spell snared it. He would have spell snared the reckless portion of it. Bowmaster. Yeah, that Bowmaster's fine. Great about Bowmaster. I don't do any drawing besides Bobble. Sure. I'm more worried about like a Murktide right now, which I can kill a Murktide with the cards I have in hand. So he's got a Bowmaster and something random, so I'm gonna not take the full damage here. This. So he's got a random card and Bowmaster. We need another questing. That's not bad actually. Don't want that. Bowmaster and something. Then 2 somethings. Froggy. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 land left in the deck. So stupid. Just the odds of drawing that much land is just that hurts. Go from drawing 1 land in those other matches to drawing this much land in this match. Like Still has Bowmaster. He can flip it. He can crack that clue to flip Tamiyo now. Sure. And here comes Murktide to go with it. Yeah, it just... Only way I get saved here is if I draw Questing Druid and just start going ham with Questing Druids. But I just drew too much land there at the end. Oh, you'd have been so good last turn. No, there's nothing I can do. Alright, he got lucky. We just go for it. I think, yeah, we do have the Tormod's Crypts to help us. Just a couple of them. Alright, that's pretty good. Do not want Bobble. Don't want to risk it with Bowmasters. Plus, we have the Harvest. Sure. Bush is a card. Wow. Double Swifts, a couple cards too. Now, does he play Frog here? Frog puts him at 5 cards. He does Tamiyo instead. Okay. I think we just go non-land. We don't really care about other land. 4 cards. Just 8. Got another push. You. Double push is pretty good against me. 2 cards in here. Murktide. Still not that deal yet. By that, we'll attempt to bolt. Slick Shot. I think we do want Slick Shot. You got a third push? You have a third frickin' push? Holy shit. Okay. I'm assuming he's gonna go get his mortuary. Yeah, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah, so now you can't Murktide, bro. Like, get Murktide out of your head. That is not happening here. Like, Murktide is not happening. Double black. Dismember. Sure. So what, he's only got one more push, possibly, and I don't know if they run 1 or 2 dismembers out of their side. So, I mean, his kill spell's got to be getting close to the end. And it's got to be all counter spells. I'm hoping one card in his hand is Murktide. Because obviously we were able to deal with it. He thinks getting another card with his clue is more important. That's fine. Kaito. Sure. He has not played a land yet. Emblem. Tap target creature. I think tapping the creature is probably the better option. Okay. Just what I was worried about. I still think we want to do this. Because if we draw like a dart, we win. It's -2, so it would. Not obviously having second green hurt there. Could have Abundant Harvest into a land into Questing Druid. That is definitely an option. It's going to be a close one because he's attacking for 4 every turn. Obviously, he has a Tamiyo in hand. 2 cards were both land on the top. Drew another land. Still has Tamiyo and 2 random cards. Sure. Tamiyo and a random. Sure. Do you have to draw a card? Sure. Depending on what I draw, I could still win. Sure, all my mutagenics are out. So he +1'd on a Tamiyo. I think you just go for it. Non-land. Hoping to hit like a bobble. Unholy Heat's not the wrong thing. So I swing for 3. I think we just swing at him for 3. Now he can return Dismember with Tamiyo. Obviously just Bolt wins the game. Surveils 2. How many bolts have I seen? 1? I've seen 1 bolt. Puts 2 cards in the graveyard, Subtlety and Land. Don't know any of his 4 cards. Open his 4 land. Doubt it is, though. What's his choice here? What does he want to do? My Unholy Heat is not online for 6. It's only online for 2. And as I said, he's seen 3 of his 4 pushes. So hopefully he doesn't see his other push. That's what we're hoping for. Is playing Murktide. Sure. Does play another land, which obviously he can't pay for. Bovel's decent. So he is top decking a Spell Snare. It's an interesting choice here because if I questing Druid and I top deck a land, I could win. But if he's got a counterspell, then I lose either way. He has to block the Slick Shot. If I Unholy Heat here, he's still going to block the Slick Shot, but he still lives by 1. And I still live by 1. Well, no. Because Kato kills me on the backswing. He does +1 before his attack and does 6. So I have to find a way to kill him here. So I think the only way I can win is if I play the Questing Druid, or like Seek the Beast on the Questing Druid. And hit a land into Unholy Heat, and then he can't stop me, and just hope he doesn't have a counterspell. Is that the right play? Or I swing with Slick Shot, have a blocker for Swiftspear. I always like to play it risky. Just need a land. And no counterspell. If he's got counterspell, there it is. I think I win. It depends on obviously what his last card is. You didn't draw your other push, you son of a bitch. You drew your 4th push? Ugh, if you drew your 4th push, I'm just going to be like, you just a legend, bro. But if he pushes, I can actually kill the Kaito. That's interesting. Okay, so if he pushes, I can kill Kaito. And if he pushes the Slick Shot, then before blockers, I'll Unholy Heat the Murktide. And then he would be dead that way. This is an interesting, down to the wire. This is where you get love magic, where you get the heart pumping, where you're like, huh. Because a creature definitely turns on Delirium. This is return instant or sorcery. Which he doesn't have. Oh, we did know he had the Bowmaster. That's right. I forgot about the Bowmaster. I definitely forgot about the Bowmaster. Yeah, because he returned it with Kaito. That's right. That's right. Sure. Sure, we'll trade that. And then now that we got 4, we're going to kill the ninja. And then hope he just can't win this turn. Forgot I did play Bobble. This guy can't swing here. This guy. Sure. If I could stop drawing land, that'd be excellent. No land would be great. Draws half the cards in his deck. Cori-Steel's pretty good. Okay, so you play Cori-Steel. He's going to draw half the cards in his deck, though. Fuh. You'd have it. Okay. No, we just hold here. Ugh. So close. Just drawing that land. That land just needed to not be drawn. I drew so many. 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I didn't draw as many as I thought I did. That kills Druid. Okay. So close on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, so close. Lock there. 4? Oh, yeah, that ends it. Well played, bro. You got it done, Alilan. 91. You got it done. So close. So close in that match. I just needed one more card that wasn't a land off that bobble. Just, ugh. That one was close. That was a good damn match, though. That was a damn good match. 5th and final match. Let's see what we can do. We are on the play. I'd say that's pretty good. Let's say that's it's kind of nasty. So let's see. If I want to play him turn 2, it'd be 1, 2, 3 activations. So 3 times 2 is 6. So it'd be 7 plus. I would swing for 11. And we're playing the food deck. Samwise combo, most likely. Definitely don't want that goose alive. And if we're playing Sam combo, he does play pushes, but we just want to go at him right now. It's his top card. I want to get it out before Bowmaster goes. And I mean, if he plays Solitude, he just wins the match, or wins the game. I just don't think play Solitude. Take him down to 7. Perfect. Or Bowmaster does, Bolt's perfect. Top deck me another Bolt. Samwise is a card. That's a card. Ugh. Land, why do you do this to me? So we do this, we go commercial district because if we hit Dart, we can win. Bobble? No. You could play aggressively, knock him down to 1. Definitely an option, but Samwise, you just try to prevent him from winning that in the next turn. He doesn't have a double black, but he could have played breeding, the birthing ritual into cat. It is Viserys sacrificing the cat, and then he just wins off of that. Now the only thing is, had Venona Hill and these guys Wooded Foothill in hand, he wouldn't have been able to swing with that. Ugh. Okay. Knock you down to 2. Got a Bowmaster, so you can block it. Assuming he's gonna sack the food, sack this. Let's go to 5. Go to 4. If I could just not hit land here, that would be great. Apprentice is good. Still green. Ritual. Yep. Ritual's good. I could just top deck another Bolt. Just depends on what he top decks here. Because, I mean, if it's a Goose, then he can block the Slick Shot. It's a Young Wolf. How? Chad, please tell me how I just have the worst luck when it comes to land. Like, holy shit. Was that 3 straight turns of land or 2 straight turns at least? Like, ridiculous. Ridiculous. 5 land. I've seen 5 land in 15 cards. A third of my deck. I have under a third of my deck is land. 17 lands, and that's what I fucking draw? Like, holy shit. I could have won this game. I could have won this, game turns ago. And if he hits a second piece, I bet he has a Court of the Calling to just win, which sucks. And there's the Goose. Like, can I top deck something decent, or are you just gonna just have me just lose the game? There's something decent. Hallelujah. I think I just want to do Slick Shot because I need to be able to block because of the Apprentice. Yep. Go to 7. You go to 4. Two, 3, 4. Samwise, there's 2/3 of it. Yeah. Okay, you win because I just can't draw anything but fucking land. Like, stupid. Torpor Orb is good. Those are not that great. And then we bring in Heats. Yeah, nothing else we're really worried about. You could do Back to Nature, but they've only played Birthing Rituals. Seems good to me. Yeah, I think this is. Is it a turn 3 win? Cutter. Depends on what the top deck is. A Bobble would be great. Do you have a Mana Dork? Okay. And if he plays Samwise next turn, we'll just Cutter and then dart the Samwise. Digging with Windswept. Yep. So you don't have white right now except for through your foods. Apprentice is fine. I think we just play Cutter. At least I'm going to play Cutter, and then I'm going to double dart the Apprentice. Then just hope we draw something. You got something to save it? Oh, okay. You're taking 10 unless you block. Yep, that seems fine. That's fine with me. No land. Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. So a lot of creatures coming in. Just let it do its thing. Yep. Yep. I'll just do some swinging. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, of course it's 9. Okay. Okay, we got that victory. Now we're back at this. Let's see. Can we pull off the 3-2 here? Should have been a 4-1. Just could not close the deal on Murktide. Dimir Murktide got pretty destroyed there on just top decking too many lands. Alright. This is a keeper. Don't have any kill spells, but hopefully we can get to some. No mana dork on this one. And damn, that's a lot of questing druids. That's well, he's got to push. So that's what that means. Which top card, bro? Well, don't you love spam calls? Spam calls all day. Sure. Cori-Steel is good, but play Samwise? Yep. Heat is pretty good too. I'm gonna hold. Does pay to life for another temple. So he's got a cord. Yeah, he got a cord of calling. Alright, so here's what we do. We go bolt. Then he cords for a 1-drop. Draw cards, just blue or black spell. You and permanents you control from blue and black. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black. Okay. That's a red spell. And I'm just gonna. Is Dart worth it to throw in the graveyard, or is it better just a questing druid and hold up? I'm gonna questing druid again. Yeah, I do lose the dart, which sucks, but this means I get to hold up the heat. You got 4 cards in hand. Sure. Yeah, Veil of Summer's terrible against me. It's not a good card against me. I don't play blue or black cards. At least not in this deck. But I think he did that because he. But even then, like, the blue cards, are you really that worried about it? Like, against Izzet? Like, I don't know. I think that answers your question on what we do. Now I'm not worried about his Samwise. Now, if he Besages the Torpor Orb, then I'm going to Unholy Heat in response. And then we just win next turn. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. Response to that, we're going to go pay 3, get another Stomping. Definitely get the Stomping. Unholy Heat the Samwise. So now you can get rid of the Cauldron. Or yeah, you can get rid of the Cauldron if you want to, but you're not getting a 3-drop. You can get a 2-drop. I'm not worried about Bowmasters anymore. You have non-combat damage to other creatures you control. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Spent all non-combat damage. Yeah, we're gonna try to win here. With the Violent Urge, we're gonna try and finish this off. Then we're gonna go non-land. Pretty sure I've got this game. 5. He'd be down to 1 if I did Violent Urge. He'd be down to 1. Or I can kill that thing. I'm just going to knock him down to 1. Force him to deal. Now he has to deal with Torpor Orb. Yeah, he's got to deal with Torpor Orb as well as my creatures. It's just too much, I believe. Yeah, not sure how he gets out of this. I'd be very impressed if he can. He definitely could if I didn't have Torpor Orb. But the Torpor Orb definitely hurts him. To the Goose. The Goose. And we just go Cori-Steel. Not really worried about that. Make some more tokens. And then yield to this turn. If you can stop it with like a fog or something, so be it. We got Path, sure. I don't care about Path. Like, I don't care. It does not bother me any whatsoever. We went 3-2. That's a respectable 3-2. Let's see what we got as our prize here. Oh, I'll take an Elegant Parlor all day. Those are not cheap. How many do I have now? Parlors do I have? Let's check. Parlor. 2 or 4. I have 4 now. Perfect. I might end up trading some, but Prowess Gruul, it's very good. I think there's definitely some exploration needing done. As you saw there, only lost a few select things. But let me know what you think. I think this is a very interesting build. I think that there's definitely some things that we can work on together as a Prowess community. But let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Love it. Love all the feedback you guys gave me on the last video. As you can see, I took the sounds out from MTGO on this one. So hopefully you guys like this one better. I know it's not a trophy, but I still think it's quality content to see other decks being played in leagues. And so possibly you could take it to a tournament. But thank you all for tuning in, and have a great day.